Hey everyone, and welcome back to Smoltzy and Friends. Today I want to talk about something that happened on a baseball field that turned into a life lesson. If you're a baseball fan, you may have seen the incredible game between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Orioles were playing at home and heading into the bottom of the ninth inning, and things did not look good. In fact, they looked terrible. The Orioles were trailing 5-1. The Blue Jays were just 3 outs away from winning the game. 3 outs. That's all they needed. The Orioles needed a miracle, or as some say, a rally. Now, depending on which team you support, the story probably hits differently. If you're an Orioles fan, you're smiling. If you're a Blue Jays fan, you're probably trying not to think about it again. But regardless of which side you're on, there is a powerful lesson hidden inside what happened next. The Orioles refused to quit. They didn't look at the scoreboard and decide the game was over. They didn't hang their heads. They didn't start making excuses. They simply continued playing baseball. One batter at a time, one pitch at a time, one opportunity at a time. Then things started happening. There were walks, there were hits, there were close plays. There were moments when the momentum started to shift. The crowd began to believe. The dugout began to believe. The players continued to believe. Before anyone could fully process what was happening, the Orioles had erased a 4-run deficit. Suddenly the score was tied 5-5. Then came the moment everyone will remember. Pete Alonso stepped to the plate and delivered a walk-off hit right between second and first base. Yes, the ball found the gap, runners advanced, and just like that, the Orioles completed one of the most exciting comebacks of the 2026 season. And the final score was Baltimore Orioles 6, Toronto Blue Jays 5. What looked impossible just a few minutes earlier became reality. And that's exactly why this game caught my attention. Because life often feels like the bottom of the ninth inning. Sometimes we're down. Sometimes we're discouraged. Sometimes the odds seem impossible. Sometimes we're staring at a scoreboard that tells us we're losing. Maybe it's a business that isn't growing. Maybe it's a relationship that's struggling. Maybe it's grief you're working through. Maybe it's a goal that feels further away today than it did yesterday. Whatever it is, we've all had moments when we felt like the game was slipping away. But the Orioles remind us of something important. The scoreboard may tell you where you are. It does not tell you where you're going. As long as there is time on the clock, a pitch left to throw, an out left to record, or a breath left in your lungs, there is still an opportunity. The game isn't over. Too many people quit in the ninth inning of their lives. Too many people give up when they're one breakthrough away. Too many people convince themselves the story is finished before the final chapter has even been written. The Orioles could have accepted defeat. Instead, they chose belief, they chose effort, they chose persistence, and because they stayed in the game, they gave themselves a chance. That's all any of us can do. Give ourselves a chance. Keep showing up. Keep taking the next step. Keep believing. Keep swinging. Because sometimes your biggest breakthrough comes when everyone else thinks it's over, including you. Here's 3 lessons from this comeback. Number 1, never let the scoreboard define you. The Orioles were down 5-1. The scoreboard reflected their situation, but it didn't determine their outcome. Life works the same way. Your current circumstances are not your permanent destination. Just because you're struggling today doesn't mean you will be struggling tomorrow. Lesson 2, focus on the next pitch. The Orioles didn't score 5 runs all at once. They got on base. They took quality at-bats. They created opportunities. Success in life is rarely one giant moment. It's usually a collection of small decisions made consistently over time. Focus on the next pitch, the next meeting, the next workout, the next conversation, the next step. And lesson number 3, stay in the game long enough for something good to happen. You can't have a comeback if you've already quit. The Orioles stayed in the game. They kept competing. They kept believing. Many people missed their breakthrough because they stopped too soon. Stay in the game. You never know when momentum is about to shift in your favor. As I wrap up this episode, I want to leave you with this thought. It's not over until it's over. The last pitch hasn't been thrown. The last out hasn't been recorded. The final chapter hasn't been written. Whatever challenge you're facing today, keep showing up. Keep believing. Because sometimes the greatest victories come when the odds say they shouldn't happen. And sometimes the greatest comeback story is the one you're living right now. I want to thank you for joining me for another episode. Remember, someone out there needs your encouragement, your positivity, and your story. Until next time, stay grateful, stay hopeful, and never give up. This is Smoltzy saying, we'll see you on a future episode.